What up? You know what it is. It is Jackie here with another cooking video. Thank you so much for tuning in this Sunday, and thank you so much for my premiere last Sunday. Really appreciate all the love. Now today we have something that's going to be super good. Trust me, because I only eat good stuff. So today we're going to make a coconut crusted chicken with a spicy dipping mango sauce on the side. Yeah, that sounds good. And it's about to go down in the kitchen, as you know. So now I'm going to give you guys the ingredients. I'm going to give you the ingredients for the chicken first, and then when it comes to the sauce, I'll give that to you when we start making that, just so it won't get so confusing. You want to have a pound or a pound and a half of chicken tenders, 2 large eggs. Here we go. All right, so these are Panko breadcrumbs. They're very inexpensive. We're only going to use 1/4 of a cup of this. We're going to use 1/4 of a cup of coconut flour. If you have regular all-purpose flour, that's fine. We're going to use about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. We're going to use a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of peprika. I like to use a sweet one, but if you have the regular, it's fine. Fair way. You want to use just about 1/2 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. If you have regular salt, that's fine. You want to use a teaspoon of black pepper. And I get this by bulk. You want to use 1/2 cup of unsweetened coconut. You want to make sure you use unsweetened, because if you use a sweetened, it may burn and it's going to be a little bit sweet. You know, having chicken, you want it to be savory. All right, so those are all ingredients for the chicken. Now, want to preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and then we're going to put the coconut oil on the skillet. Let's start it up. See, in here we have 3 separate bowls of all the ingredients that we were talking about before. We have the 2 eggs that we'll beat this later. We have the 1/2 cup of the shredded coconut. And then in here we have all the other dry ingredients. We have the 1/4 cup of coconut flour, 1/4 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 1/2 teaspoon, I believe 1/2 teaspoon to teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon pink Himalayan salt, teaspoon of paprika, and then you have a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of love. You can't see it, but the love is in there for real. So now we're going to start breading up our chicken. To my left, I have the flour mixture that I have. The middle, I have the egg. To my right, I have the coconut. So what we want to do, we want to grab the chicken, put it in the flour mixture first. So flour first, after the flour, into the egg mixture. Let it leak off a little bit. After the egg, coconut, and try to pat it to make sure you get plenty of coconut in here, because we want coconut chicken. And then put it to the side. And then you just do that for each of them, making sure you start with the flour first. After the flour, go to the egg wash, making sure that you let it leak off a little bit, and then go right to the coconut, making sure you press enough coconut on it to get evenly on each side. You're going to put it to the plate, and then after we bread all this with the coconut, then we're going to use the skillet that we have with the coconut oil, and then fry it on each side 3 minutes. Getting ready to saute our chicken. I have the pieces of uncooked coconut chicken here. I have the skillet already with the coconut oil on it. So you just want to lay it on there piece by piece, and it should be at a low flame. You know, we're not trying to cook it fully because we're going to put it in the oven. But the whole reason why we're putting it in a skillet is so we can have like a nice golden brown look to it. Sometimes if you just put it straight in the oven baking, a lot of the crust will fall off and it kind of looks pale, and I like that golden brown color. After 3 minutes, get a tongue, flip it each side, 3 minutes only, because we're going to put it in the oven. And then I have this rack that I'm going to put in the oven to bake it. So this lets the heat goes through it both sides. Have it there, and then we're good to go. You know, that's how it's about to go down, for real. This is the first batch that we just took off 3 minutes each side. It's not cooked fully at all. And I have another batch right here. So as soon as we get it all in there, then we are going to bake it. Put everything in the oven, 400 degrees, 15 minutes. Let those cook. Here it is, golden freaking brown. That is love. That is love right there. You don't understand. I'm so hyped because so many times I see people do this and it falls off. But this right here, this thing is banging, and I bet you guys, when you do it, it will be banging too. Now let's get to the sauce. Guys, great job with the chicken. Let's get right to the sauce because I am hungry, not gonna lie. So with the spicy mango dipping sauce, of course you want to have a mango. Now say if you bought this 2 days ago when it's still hard, you're not sure if it's ready to, to cut or it's not sweet enough. All you have to do, put it in a brown paper bag. When you put a fruit in a brown paper bag, it's gonna help ripen it. It gives out all these fumes, all this technical stuff, but it definitely helps. That's what I did 2 days ago, and now it's nice and soft. A freshly squeezed lime, 1 tablespoon of this. You want a half of a tablespoon of sriracha. A half of a cup of coconut milk. You can use full fat. I want to use light. I feel like sometimes the full fat, when the sauce settles, it gets a little hard on top, but you can use either or. You want to use 1 tablespoon of honey. And last ingredient, you want to use 1 tablespoon of fresh chopped cilantro. With all these ingredients, we're going to need a food processor. So that's a heads up. If you don't have that, then you can mix it all together, but it'd be very difficult to do it with a beater. So let's put these all together and then get ready to have some fun. I have everything in the food processor, so we're going to get ready to blend this up and then give it a little taste. Just waiting for the magic to happen. Can't rush beauty. For real. We're done with everything. We got our mango dipping sauce. We got our chicken here. And you know what's about to go down. This is about to go down as far as like the taste test. So we're about to put this all together. I'm super excited. Sauce is great. Chicken smells good. I'm ready. I'm hungry. Here we go. Here we go. Have it all plated right here. Gonna have a piece. Gotta plate it like I'm on Chopped. You never know. I might be on that show. And then here we go with the taste. Okay. So nice and juicy. I have the coconut that's stuck on there. Just dip it in a little of the sauce. Oh, I have to say, I'm very proud of myself. This is very, very good. And I can tell if you were to use the sweetened coconut flakes on the chicken versus unsweetened, it would have been too sweet because you always get the sweetness from the mango. Woo! I give myself props. Good job if you try this out. Any question, feel free to message me. Have my YouTube link below. Click on it, subscribe, video every week. And I'm just saying, have a great week. Remember, always put yourself first. You're number one. Peace out.